Doing it. Austinites selling their bodies to medical science for a buck.
What's the fascination, and is the money really worth it? News 36's Andy Rothman joins us now live with part one of his special report, Human Guinea Pigs. Andy.
Stacy, the companies contracted to do these studies dole out tens of thousands of dollars each year to volunteers. You're paid according to the number of visits. An example, a typical 12-week acne study usually pays out $150. That's for 5 visits. So what happens to these human guinea pigs? We go inside tonight to find out. It's a story you'll see only on News 36. They are invitations to the world of pharmaceutical research. Intriguing ads promising you big bucks.
At the end of it, they get a check, yes.
In the newspaper. My mom is the one that found it in the newspaper. She said, hey, here's something for you, because I was walking around just miserable.
Sherry, did you have any questions about the consent form that you read?
Each year, roughly enough people equal to the population of New York City become human guinea pigs for medicines you might be using in the future. Some get poked and prodded.
Okay, we're going to do your little skin test now.
Others
You have to be able to put your chin in here and lean forward.
are repeatedly scrutinized by the camera's eye. Usually because they're part of an acne or hair loss study. Many pop pills they know nothing about. Researchers aren't allowed to know that information either. Appropriately called a blinded study. So, who makes sure it's safe for you?
The drug company will send a CRA, a monitor. It's a person who comes in and looks at our books and makes sure that we are following their study guidelines and following their protocol.
Human or clinical trials fall under the umbrella of the Food and Drug Administration. They must know everything that happens to you.
You need to have an audit trail so that the FDA or anyone else can go back and truly verify that the trials took place, that the studies were accurate.
Clinical trials are expensive and, in many cases, can take quite a bit of time. In fact, some studies can last a lifetime. 40,000 of them are done each year in this country. The cost for research, $36 billion. Enough money to build several B-1 bombers. Many of the medications doctors are prescribing today were fine-tuned in studies here in Austin, like Claritin, an antihistamine for allergy sufferers, and Propecia, the new balding pill now on the market.
This first one is called the histamine. That's the positive control. Now that's going to get red and itchy.
So, is this something you'd be interested in?
This is just a little plastic device. You see that with the little prickies on the end?
Remember, you do get a nice check.
A little stick.
Also keep in mind, Sherry and the millions of others like her are proof medical breakthroughs don't come easy. Volunteers can drop out at any time. Anyone considered for a study must give their complete health history and undergo a physical exam. So why are so many research companies headquartered here in Austin? Watch part 2 of my special report tomorrow night on News 36 at 10. Robert, Stacy.
Thanks, Andy. Again, no complaints about the weather, Jim.
You didn't have insurance.
You may be amazed at the answer. Pharmaceutical companies sink millions, if not billions of dollars each year into the research. You end up paying for some of that. In part 2 of his special report, Human Guinea Pigs, our Andy Rothman looks at how Austin is emerging as a leader in the field of medical research. It's a story you'll see only on News 36.
And these are the things we're going to test you for. Bermuda grass, Johnson grass, ryegrass, ash trees. I'm just going to clean your arm a little bit. We can see how your skin reacts to just the little prick. A little stick.
Take being pricked and poked by some needles, throw in a few pictures, wash it all down with some pills, and you have the makings of one of the fastest growing industries in the capital city.
A big business, yes it is. Pharmaceutical industry is a big business.
In fact, we also have an office now in the United Kingdom as well. It's a worldwide operation, worldwide industry. And Austin's just a great place to have as a headquarters.
Next to Raleigh, North Carolina, Austin has one of the highest concentrations of clinical research companies.
We actually take photographs from 3 different angles.
You want to attract the kind of professionals that we need in this industry. You want to locate in places where people want to live, and Austin's perfect for that.
And the perfect place to recruit doctors for these studies.
I'm sometimes one of the first doctors to work with a new compound and try it out for the first time.
Like the antihistamine Claritin, and the nasal spray Flonase, popular medications used by allergy sufferers.
Most of these medicines, by the time I'm asked to do a research study on them, have been shown to be extremely safe.
Studies using people have been going on in Austin for nearly 10 years, which can mean only one thing.
Austin's very educated to clinical research, and they're very open to participate.
It's pretty neat.
Stuffy nose, runny nose, postnasal
When they
drip.
started doing this thing, I thought, well, it'd be kind of cool for me to have this since I really don't know what I'm allergic to.
It can cost as much as $350 million and take as long as 10 years to perfect an allergy medication this woman might be using in the future, from its birth in the lab until it's finished being tested on humans. It's no wonder the pills prescribed by your doctor are so expensive. There's no limit on the number of studies a researcher can do in a year. Many companies do 3, even 4 at a time. So how are they able to pay all those volunteers? Through grants provided by the pharmaceutical companies. Robert, Stacy?
Thanks, Andy. And Jim, what do we expect?